Welcome back, Grade 3 students. Let's dig deeper into this lesson. In the previous video, we said that plants have a certain relationship with their environment and that certain conditions affect how a plant looks. In this video, we're going to continue the lesson and talk about the relationship between animals and their environment. First, let's look at these two pictures. Take a moment to think about the differences that appear to you when you see these birds. We're going to discuss a difference, but not just yet. Some of you might already know what these birds are called. Yep, you guessed it, flamingos. Flamingos are birds that live in and near shallow water. Flamingos also live in many zoos. These are called captive flamingos. In the wild, flamingos eat small shrimp and algae. Captive flamingos eat special pellets. The pellets have nutrients the birds need to stay healthy. Now let's go back to the pictures we saw earlier. In the first picture, we can see the flamingos having pink feathers. In the second picture, the flamingos have white feathers. The reason for this is that wild flamingos eat shrimp and algae, as we said before, and these food choices have certain nutrients that cause their feathers to turn pink. However, since captive flamingos eat pellets, and these pellets don't have all the same nutrients, their feathers don't change to pink as much as those of wild flamingos. This means that the environment in which these flamingos live in causes different diets, which in turn affects how the animals look. So the question is, can the environment affect animal features? Well, if the pictures of the flamingos tells us anything, it's that yes, environments do affect animal features. Just as factors may affect features and traits of plants, some factors may also affect features and traits in animals. These factors may include temperature and nutrients. Let's look at some pictures and learn more about how some factors can affect certain animal features and traits. In the first picture, we can see some alligator eggs. Temperature determines gender, which means that if the weather is warm, the egg will hatch into a male alligator. If the weather is colder, on the other hand, the egg will hatch into a female alligator. Interesting, huh? In the second picture, we can see a cat that appears to be a little bit overweight. Many animals may gain weight because they eat but don't exercise enough. It happens to us humans too. In the third picture, we can see a sea slug called the Spanish shawl. This slug's vibrant colors are affected with the type of nutrients it eats. In the last picture, we can see some whales, orcas to be exact. Orcas hunt in different ways depending on what they eat. So, we can note that temperature can affect gender and fur thickness, diet can affect growth rates, weight, and coloring, injuries can cause scars, light can cause suntans and burns, and learning can affect behaviors. Now we're going to match each photo of an effect on an animal with its cause. So we have the following: A, amount of food, B, air temperature, and C, chemicals or nutrients in food. These are the three pictures that we have. Pause the video and try to guess which letter goes to which picture. Alright, let's discuss the answers. The first picture shows a rat eating something, so the amount of food determines the size and weight of the rat, so the answer is A. The second picture shows a Spanish shawl with its vibrant colors, which, as mentioned before, is affected by the diet, so the answer is C. And finally, we have some reptile eggs buried in sand. The temperature that these eggs are buried in determines the gender of the offspring, so the answer is B. That's all for this video. In the next lesson, we will be learning more about adaptations and how they help organisms survive.